front, absolutely. No, there's no other definition for it. It is a cold front. But when you say like a true Texas cold front, no, not yet. I would say a fall cold front. Some of you might be hearing a little discussion. Me and David Lynch talking about this cold front. It's exciting. I'll call it the fall cold front because, again, it's not going to be a blue norther. As you know, blue northers are ones that send us down to the 50s. And this will be a noticeable change. I mean, from Tuesday to Wednesday, we could see a drop of about 15 degrees in afternoon high, okay? So it will be a nice difference. We had a record high today of 98 degrees. So, you know, this will be a nice change when we drop. When the front gets close, it's called compression. There's a compression action, I'll call it, in our atmosphere that causes temperatures to rise. We call it a prefrontal warm-up. And so when that's usually why, you know, you hit, like we did today, we hit 98. Tomorrow we'll go back up to probably like 96. A good fall cold front, plus a little storm that's brewing and near the Caribbean. I wouldn't say in the Caribbean just yet, but it's expected to get started up in the Caribbean. It's going to be east of there for the next couple of days. And then we could have Nadine. That'll be the next name on the list. Good evening. It's Monday night. Bill Taylor here at Ken's 5 Digital Center. Blessings to you and yours on an awesome Monday night. I'm wearing the Walk to End Alzheimer's shirt today, and for good reason. We're walking to end Alzheimer's this Saturday. Registration is free. Registration is free. And looking at the numbers of Alzheimer's, which we have 470,000 Texans living with Alzheimer's today. They say there's a new diagnosis every 66 seconds in this country. So you or someone you know has probably been impacted by Alzheimer's. Would you come out Saturday? Would you come out to one of the biggest walks in the city every year? We'll have 4,000 to 5,000 people out at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, this Saturday morning. Registration opens at 7:30. We get the ceremony underway about 8:15 to 8:30. Very special ceremony before we begin the walk. Has to do with the flower garden, with each flower color representing a different part of the Alzheimer's journey. You have Alzheimer's, you're a caregiver, a love giver, you're a supporter. You've lost someone to Alzheimer's, like me, my father. You then, we do all those flowers in the air for each of the different people that are in our audience and at the walk, okay? Because when you register, you share with them, well, I'm a caregiver. Okay, you get a yellow one. I'm a supporter. I've been donating. I've been raising money and walking. Okay, you get the orange one. I lost someone. I get a purple one. Then we have a really cool moment where we have someone walk out with a white flower. And the white one is to symbolize the first Alzheimer's survivor when we get a cure. So come walk to end Alzheimer's this Saturday. Go to kens5.com/kenscares or alz.org, Alzheimer's Association, and you can get registered online. You can maybe raise a few bucks for Alzheimer's research and support and care. It's a wonderful family. Hope to see you Saturday at the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Hey, Lise. Hey, Gabriella. Love you too. Here's the highs today. Oh, man. We hit 100 in New Braunfels. We did it. 100 New Braunfels, 99 Seguin, Floresville. Cotulla hit 100, 99 in Carrizo Springs, 97s on the Rio Grande. We stopped at 98, which is a record for today. Record high for San Antonio, 98 shatters the record of 95 from 2015. And 15 above average. 83 should have been today's high. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Now, as I mentioned, this is what we call prefrontal warm-up. It's what happens when the air compresses right before a front moves through. So as it's approaching, we're going to get another hot day tomorrow, same principle, right before the front moves through, which will be Tuesday through Wednesday morning. That's when we get that big push of cooler, drier air. It's going to be Wednesday morning into, I don't know if it'll be that late. No, it won't be Thursday, Wednesday night. We'll get that push should come earlier. Watch, here's the big, there's still southerly winds tomorrow night. Now here come the big northeasterly winds by 6 a.m. So see that original, that's usually not the front. That first push is usually an outflow. It'll pick up the winds. The front is usually right behind it. And you can see we're going upwards of 25 mile per hour wind gusts at 7 a.m. Wednesday. And winds are expected to stay pretty gusty throughout Wednesday. There's 6 p.m. and we're still gusting over 20. So a windy, and you can see drier air when we're coming in from the northeast like that. So we're going to have an elevated fire weather risk come Wednesday afternoon and Thursday, because the air is also going to be drying out. I mean, we're already pretty dry. Dew points today were upper 40s. We might flirt with a few lower 50s for a period of tomorrow before Wednesday. They drop again, and they'll be in the 40s even, tomorrow afternoon and evening. So they're not high right now, but they're only going to be reinforced and kept low when this front moves through. You can see 40s up into the 50s, and that's still comfortable. We stay 40s, 50s. That's a really nice week. And then we rise. We go Friday, Saturday into the upper 50s, low 60s on dew points, and you'll feel a little difference, but it doesn't look like it'll be too bad. Scarborough, hey, how are you? Absolutely. Can't wait to get back into school. Thanks, Kara. Well, swim. I don't know that we will, because we're actually expecting a La Nina winter, which means mild and dry. So temperature should be a little above average, according to, again, a La Nina weather pattern, which is it's a macro view. It's a view at 30,000 feet, if you will, of something at the surface. So what happens at the surface can sometimes buck the trend of a La Nina winter, like we've seen twice already. Well, I say already, more than twice, I'm sure, but 2 times in a big way. The 2 biggest snowstorms in San Antonio history, recorded history, are 1985's 13 inches of snow, and then Snowvid 2021, where we had about 11 to 12 inches over the course of about 4 days. Or I'd say better 9 to 10. But in some isolated spots, 11 to a foot for sure. Okay, both of those storm events happen in La Nina winters. So that's what can happen. Hey, Vero, how are you? What's the weather like for Saturday? Looking good. There's an isolated shower chance, Cindy, but nothing to write home about. Right now, only a 20% chance for Saturday. And let me show you why, since we're talking about it. Big Great Lakes low, you can see on this map right now. This is the upper level pattern. That low moves right down the eastern seaboard, help giving push to that frontal boundary to come in, and we call it a backdoor front because it's coming down I-35, northeast to southwest. Normally fronts are northwest to southeast, hill country to the coast, right? This one's coming from East Texas and going to move through and drop humidity and drop temps. Now, here's the system that sets up to our west by Friday and Saturday. This could be throwing some energy in our direction depending on where it decides to open up. Now, you see how it opens up there on not until really Sunday, Monday time frame. So this is why rain chances, as long as something like this is back to our west, we're going to have a chance of rain. Right now, it's only 20% because it looks as though most of this energy, as you can tell here, is going to go too far north to really get chances of 60 or 70% on rain. So instead, about a 20% probability is the best we're going to do right now, beginning Friday, but lasting all the way through the weekend. You see in the upper right, this is through Monday the 21st. So I think that's when we'll be on the backside of this and start drying out for sure either way. But as of now, early model guidance is showing us a lot of that energy is going to be too far north to get a really good chance of rain next week again. My weatherman, when is it going to stay cold? Hey, Kimberly, it's going to be a little while before it stays cold. Although this chill will last a few days. I mean, this will be nice. This will be nice. Let's take a look at the tropics, and then we'll go to the 14-day, and I'll show you what we're looking at. So here it is. About a 60% chance this develops, okay? Had some friends who just asked my advice on going to the Dominican Republic next week. I said, I wouldn't gamble with a 60% probability on this storm impacting Puerto Rico and the Dominican by next week. This is the 5 to 7 day forecast right now with a 60% chance this becomes Nadine. Okay, that's the next name up. It's Invest 94L, and as you can see, expected to move due west, Northern Caribbean by next Monday. So, like I told them, I said, better safe than sorry. If you can change the trip, I would, because I wouldn't want to gamble with a 60% chance. The odds are greatly against you. Louise, it's end of November. We will go all the way until November, what is it, 28th this year? What's our last day of November this year? No, 30. We get 30 days. 29 or 30. Never 31. Okay. Now you can look at the 14-day forecast. No weather impact alert days. As long as we don't see a ozone action day issued. But right now, we're not. We're going to have windy enough conditions, especially Wednesday, Thursday. Those are going to be some windy days. And those winds are north-northeast. So look at temperatures. What a difference. From 95 tomorrow to 80 on Wednesday. Some models keep us in the 70s. I don't think we'll get there. I think we'll get to 80. 81 Thursday. Morning's fabulous. Almost a chill in the air Thursday morning. 63 Friday morning. Saturday morning. Fabulous weather for the big Alzheimer's walk on the 19th. Yeah, mid-80s will hold. And then we start seeing some upper 80s as we get into the 24th, the 25th. We're coming back and starting to flirt with the 90s again. We could get there. I had them there last week, but we're bumping them down by a couple degrees for this week's forecast. Always subject to change, right? Me and my two girls love you. Ashley, Nicole, Brianna, Kimberly, Martinez, thank you for always keeping us updated. Absolutely. Thank you all. Love you, ladies. Thank you very much for watching and choosing Ken's 5. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Yeah, Jay, go Spurs go. Absolutely. Paul Rios, bring on the cool. Yeah, here it comes. I'm telling you, we are in business this week with this front coming in late Tuesday night, early Wednesday. I love you guys. I hope you can join us for Ken's 5 News at 10. God bless you. We'll see you at 10.